Lil Wayne's ex-wife, Toya, was in the news this week for an interview she did, and a lot of people are seemingly saying she kind of shaded her husband in the interview, her current husband, while she was discussing Lil Wayne, and I had that clip.
Was it hard for you to make the decision to like leave the relationship? Because I remember reading your book, you obviously come from a broken home, right? And that was something that you struggled with, not wanting to give Reginae. So was that something that was tough for you? And if so, what made you have enough strength to like say, I gotta do this?
I'm the type of person, like, when things are not, when you're young, you go through a lot, you take a lot, but it comes at a certain point, you wake up and you be like, I deserve better. I deserve better. Now I have a daughter. I can't watch I could have still today been in that situation and can be if I wanted to. Okay.
What about
It's like, no shade or nothing. Like,
no, the thing is this. Listen, not to cut you off and not to put words in your mouth. I think we all know at the end of the day, you left Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You left him.
Even though I got cheated on a million times.
You got cheated on.
But
right. But and this is no shade to anybody, and we're having a real conversation. At the end of the day, if you told Wayne today, I'm divorcing, God forbid, and let's do this, he will say yes. That's the gag.
Anyway, we are, but you get to a point where it's like you want more for your life. And by the way, me and Wayne have an amazing relationship. That's like my brother. We can talk about his girls,
And that was Toya Johnson, basically saying why men out there should avoid single mothers.
Going too much.
Yeah, that was a little too much right there. So basically, as you can see, she was on a podcast discussing her relationship with Lil Wayne, her ex-husband, Toya. And there was the mention of how she said she could always get Lil Wayne back if she chose. And a lot of people interpreted that as disrespect because she has been married to Robert Rushing as of 2022. And they also have a daughter together that was born in February 2018. So she married this dude, has a baby with the new dude, and she just basically blurted out that she could get back with Wayne if she chose to. And as you see, old boy was kind of playing up the interview, making up a fake scenario where he said, if God forbid you divorce, be careful if your girl's best friend is a gay man, because they messy as hell too, man, because he just put that out there when it seemed like she was allegedly in a happy marriage.
She didn't have to go. Like, it's like she went out her way to
She went out her way.
She went out her way
So
to
what?
say
So
that.
what you do on that? Just let that roll off your back.
Man,
you let that roll off your back.
As a man, if you're her husband, I mean, you gotta say something.
We gotta say something. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say because I'm not in that situation. Because all my women who were like that, I kicked them to the curb. Seems like you miss your baby daddy. I think you should be with him.
The only difference is you married. You gotta go through some procedures.
Yeah, so
I
don't think she's happy.
I'd like to hear this one. Let's
I don't think she's happy in her home. Let's hear what the married
so
man has to say.
Married man only got something to say.
In the words of Future, don't get too comfortable.
Don't get too comfortable.
The first, my biggest issue, and I mean, this is one thing I'll say. I'm glad I don't have these rich people
Problems.
because these are rich people problems. Because there's no way in the world that my first, I guess, crush, love, like, whatever, you know what I mean? You really think I'm still hanging on to you after
That same, you think Wayne feels the same way about Toya?
Your perception of how you think you have
it.
me.
You
have this perception of what you think you and I still are, or what we were, and how much control you still have over me.
We're cordial. Don't get that. We laugh, we joke, and,
see,
you get that
that's one thing, but that's a red flag too.
Yeah, because she said it's her girl.
Yeah, but listen, this is the biggest issue. Why you talk about Wayne and you got a husband?
Exactly.
Like you have a whole husband at home.
I was speaking on if you the husband, would you just let that roll off your back?
If I'm a husband and this is handled in house,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter what I'm going to say because guess who won't hear it?
Y'all.
Because
She gonna hear it though.
I guarantee you.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure we got some. I just want to make sure that wasn't considered zesty too. That's all I'm just saying.
Because my wife and I have an argument.
No.
Or because it's gonna be some.
No, because it was a woman being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm of the matter of she was being disrespectful.
Yeah, but
and she's married.
You're talking about a random.
Can I finish? Your wife being disrespectful on a podcast, basically saying she can have her first baby daddy, this and the third.
Ex-husband.
Right,
They were
exactly.
married.
So what I'm saying, the trend that every time I say something about checking a woman, especially if she gets out of the pocket, y'all might So I'm just asking, since we got a different scenario, we got another scenario of a woman.
Bro, you keep trolling with the scenario.
Hold on. Can I answer? Can I answer?
I'm just saying.
Damn.
This one.
Because he said checking. Now he said checking.
I just want to make sure that we check her, right?
You're talking.
We check her, right?
You're talking about.
That's all.
You're talking about
They're
a
not
random.
paperworks.
You're talking about a
random-
random chick. I don't know
We
why
talking
this
about-
random chick is getting you so up in arms.
I'm just
over
want
a random
hostile.
chick.
First of all, you're
comparing
can't
a random to
Oh
my wife.
God, bro!
Exactly.
No. What I'm comparing is the pattern that I'm comparing is disrespectful women. That's all. We got 3 different scenarios,
And they're all in 3 different positions in your life.
Right. And so what I'm saying to you is the first 2 was like, don't say nothing. So I'm asking the masses here, do you check them or you let it roll off your back? That's all I just said.
The random, no, I don't
No,
check.
yeah, you
the
leave-
random
you
buy.
give the random
My
no
wife-
energy.
The second scenario wasn't a random, but go
What
ahead.
was the second
You talking
scenario?
about Kanye?
Yeah, that was a friend. It was the opposite sex one. But
If
go
a
ahead.
chick is talking about my kids, I'm checking her.
Yeah.
There's no.
That's not a romantic.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
the
a
third
completely
one,
different.
I'm definitely checking her because she's my wife.
See again,
The random.
the one thing,
I don't understand why the approach and getting
the one thing,
not the response you want is you got to check somebody for that.
What you mean? The fact of the matter is, if you are holding yourself accountable, every party, whether they know each other or not, supposed to hold themselves accountable. Nobody gets a pass. Y'all sit here. Nobody gets a pass. Y'all on y'all other hand, if you give it energy, it's being zesty, and I'm like, no, that's not.
Yeah, if it's a random chick, yes, it is. If you asking a chick for a number and she's like, no,
I didn't-
You dusty. Oh, I'm dusty.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
dusty because I ain't
listen,
wearing
you
lotion.
just
I just got off
leave
work.
Listen,
talking about your kids,
All
check
I'm
her.
saying, what if I'm just saying that was your child that got handled like that? It's the same.
No, my child is going to handle himself accordingly.
I see me. Listen, I ain't got no problem. I stand on what the I say.
So,
if
hold
I'm
on.
wait, because I want to make sure we get this straight because y'all keep trying to pin this as if of the rejection part. I don't give a about the rejection part. That's cool. It's just how you handle it.
So
If I have to be responsible, the other party as well.
Are you telling your son if a chick comes at him disrespectful, are you saying to go back?
Check him.
Her? Are you saying
I
to go back?
said
or are you telling him to just
hold
walk
on. You
away?
want to answer the question? I'm gonna answer that. If you come respectful towards a woman and she comes back and puts you on blast and embarrass you in front of an audience, you can politely check her ass and fuck on. You can do that. I will tell my son that. Because another thing why you should be doing that, because it would be a situation to where what if this is physical? And if he had that same type of passive behavior, like I ain't gonna do nothing to her, I'm gonna go the other way, but she isn't gonna let that shit go. That can be a life or death situation. She can end that young man's life. So yes, I would to answer your question.
Okay. Well, this particular situation.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
Buddha,
It's
what
okay.
were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, as far as that,
He asked that question. I answered.
no. Yeah.
Okay.
And to an extent, I don't need my kids checking no chick. And one thing I must point out the most, I'm not interjecting myself in an approach or an advance. Because this is what I mean by these kids don't understand life and life lessons and how to handle rejection and like that. And that's where we get these.
I think you fix it.
These scenarios where men don't understand or kids don't understand how to deal with things.
I'm gonna say this again. As a man, if we have to be responsible of holding our character intact, whether we are mad or not, whether we sad or not, the other person, the opposite sex in this case, has to be as well. Y'all taking a stance on, well, maybe she having a bad day. Okay, hold on, because I just want to make sure that we had it clear on what the hell I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no rejection, bro. That's not even the point. It's the fact that you're being disrespectful for no reason. There's no need for that. And I'm the other matter. I will politely check your ass and keep it moving. You guys not. But the point I'm pushing back on is you're saying if you do engage that way, that's zesty. And I'm like, no, it ain't. You just putting the cap on that and keeping it moving.
You just said you're saying that it's possibly risking a physical altercation, but how is it possibly risking a physical altercation if you just walk away?
Let me finish. Go ahead. You asked the question.
Okay, let me finish.
I'm supposed to answer that.
No, I haven't finished for you to
answer. So you'll
answer.
ask me another question. Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is if you walk away from the situation, there's no confrontation. But if you meet that with I'm dusty and like that, aren't you therefore engaging? You're engaging instead of
de-escalating.
Thank you.
I'm other matter. Excuse me. I'll just go ahead and move on.
We can't because we're always going to come back to this.
No, it's not. I just asked a simple question. Is this appropriate to check the person? It was a yes or no. That's it. I kept moving.